Hi and welcome everyone. My name is Idoya and I'm part of the team here at Labasad. Today we're excited to present our informative session for the online master in art direction with the director of the master, Marta Veludo. Marta is an art director and graphic designer, as well as the director of this master's program. In today's session, Marta will give you an in-depth look at the master's program, including its objectives, career opportunities, and the study plan. You'll also have the chance to explore both her projects and the work of other professionals who will be guiding you throughout the course. But before we dive in, I'd like you briefly to introduce Labasad for those who may not know about it yet. We are the only exclusively online design school that has a 100% live format. This gives students an in-person experience in an online format. This is how we guarantee such a unique, high-quality learning experience. Here are some key stats about Labasad. 90% of our students recommend Labasad. More than 3,000 students have studied with us. We come with more than 250 instructors who are professionals currently working in their field. We have students from all around the world, such as Germany, the United States, Spain, Italy, Mexico, the United Kingdom, Chile, and more. Labasad was recently featured in international media such as Creative Boom, It's Nice That, and Design Boom, which you can check out on their site. What are the benefits of studying at Labasad? Here are some. All our instructors are currently working in their field, and all of them come from all around the world. We accompany our students throughout the program so they are never alone in their experience. Students can access different opportunities such as Masterclass, workshops, network, participation in awards, group follow-up sessions, Labasad Live, and much more. The next start dates begin in October, November 2024. And if you want to get more information, you can send an email to info@labasad.com. You can also get in touch with us by phone or through our socials, where you can see projects by the instructors, Labasad students, and other news. And now I introduce you to Marta Veludo, the director of the online master in art direction, who's going to give you an overview of the master. Over to you, Marta.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Marta Veludo, and I'm the director of the online master in art direction. And I came here to explain a bit what is the master about, and we're going to talk about why art direction, some objectives of the course, and the student profile, the study plan, and I'm going to present it and talk about the instructors also. So we go into why art direction. So you probably are a student, formerly student or professional, but you always look around art, around design, and you receive all the input from these fields, and then you use in your work. So you always are inspired and you are looking for something new, and you are, I don't know, you live art basically. So as an art director, you are like this, and of course, and then everything it's reflected in the work that you do. Either is in art direction for photography, art direction for set design, you work art direction like while you're doing graphic design, so you always create like a visual, a story around the projects, the briefing that are given to you. Also, and as an art director or art direction in these fields, you normally are not doing it alone. You always committed to a team because, at least in my point of view, collaboration makes the better work than just doing by yourself. So you always work with a team. And in this master, we also touch this point of like working as a team, thinking what is the best way to use the talents of the other person to bring to the project, and and bring your artistic vision or your yeah, artistic vision, and of course, like answering the brief of the client or the project that you always dreamed of. So there is a lot of ways of being an art director. So now we are talking about objectives. And for the objectives of the course, we're going to explore some general concepts, and that's going to be, first of all, innovative approach. It's going to be not only technical, I mean, this is also a bit up to the student, how you're going to explore the new technologies, but mostly exploring new trends and exploring new ways of working in a more conceptual way. Then we're going to have a strategic thinking. That's acquisition of strategic thinking abilities for design. This is basically teachers, instructor will not give you the exactly solutions for it. So problem solving and decision making is something that you will develop with the briefings and the exercise that the instructor will give to you. You'll have like insights of how you can define yourself and define you as a designer, so you can look better and look a bit more sharp for a creative team or for creative studios that you want to apply after the master. And of course, you're going to analyze, and this is also connecting with the new trends. So analyzing what the future will bring, and analyzing the new consumers, analyzing the new ways of how society could think. So you get advanced skills, especially for graphic design. You have a module that is illustration, graphic design, typography, and branding. So this is it's quite a specific master that is in art direction, but very focusing graphic design. And there's going to be a sustainability focus in terms of some professors. They have this care and this worry, and of course, sustainability should be something already within the daily life, within thinking about how you use computer, how you use paper, how is, I don't know, like AI. There's a lot of questions around. So there is a lot of subjects that will speak about it. And training in design leadership. This is something that we would love to explore more in teamwork, and also inside of the classroom, how we could discuss and how we can present, how we can communicate better all the ideas and the projects and the struggles, and this is about it. For the student profile, we are looking for students in a wide range, but they need to have some basic knowledge, and this basic knowledge is not only in technical skills like software skills. It needs to have like a base of art and design knowledge, like you can understand perspective, composition, color use, typography use. That would be wonderful. You have to have like an opinion. You have to have like knowledge of history, of art history. So you embodied being an art director. Maybe you are not yet, but you can come. But it's something that comes from you. Also, professionals in creative sectors who already are working. This is something. This is a master that can help you to refresh, give new input, um, also give tools to new way of doing things. That's, as a professional, you can sometimes get stuck and you have the same routines and you have the same way of doing, and this master can open up to a wide range of skills and new ways of doing. Um, Designers from different other backgrounds looking to transition into the fields of graphic design. This is also an option. We consider these students. I think we have to see which kind of backgrounds and what do you want to do with it. What is your aim? Because maybe sometimes there is a huge gap of what you've done and what you want to become, and maybe this master it's a big jump. So it could be a big struggle for you when you arrive to the master. But what I would like to say is that when you deliver your portfolio and your CV, also the cover letter, it's quite important for me to understand what are your objectives, what you want to take out of this master, and yeah, and then we'll see that if you are a good fit or not. And now we're going for the study plan and instructors. This is like a small presentation of what you can expect during the year of the master. So we have the module 1, which it's called Visual Culture and Strategic Thinking. Module 2, which is Graphic Design and Communication. Module 3, Image Making and New Media. And Module 4, the Masterclass and the final project. For Module 1, which is a bit more theoretical, we give, of course, a welcome to the Masterclass, and where I present all the professors. And then we'll have visual culture, critical perspectives, marketing and content strategy, copywriting in media. So for the first subject, Raquel Figueira, she will give visual culture classes, which will touch how you see art, how you do, how you think about visual input, how you create concepts, how do you have an opinion of this, opinion of that, how you can formulate these ideas, and how are related to society and how the society thinks about and perceives image. This is quite important class. I think it's a really good introduction of image making, which is quite important for art direction field. Then we'll have Phoebe Dodds. She's a marketeer and she does content strategy, branding, copywriting. She's a powerhouse, and she will give some inputs of marketing and more in a social media context. and how brands can perceive the new trends, and how can you create a campaign, how you can think like a marketeer. Then next, to close this model, we'll have Jonathan Tavares. He also does a lot of things. He's a studio manager. He does communication work for that studio, but he previously also worked for a company as a copywriting um, consultant. So I think this class is quite important. It's a short one, but when I was working in with the syllabus and the structure and everything, I thought that I struggle sometimes with problems how to use the image. Where can I use image that is not mine? What is the reach of legal consequences? Where can we now, especially with the AI, where is the line, and how can we work? What is ethical? What is not ethical? So this is quite important for daily life of work as an art director, because you are creating image, as a graphic designer because maybe you are also using a logo from this or from there. So it's useful for, I think, for all the fields. So now we are going to model 2, which is graphic design and communication. This is, of course, a more practical model. We're going to have courses as branding, graphic design, typography, and illustration. This is going to be a dive in into more graphic design and branding. This is going to be the longer subjects. We're going to, first of all, have branding with Gabrielle Hiblings. She's a brand designer. She works for small companies, startups, and all of them, they are focused in sustainability, and they have like a conscious background, and she's going to help you follow from brand strategy, thinking about the concept, visions, mission, naming, so everything from the start until you arrive to the brand identity. And this is going to be a really good exercise and subject. And then next to it, we're going to go for graphic design. This is going to be lectured by Ricardo Leite. He's a graphic designer that works a lot with typo, with shapes. He explores different mediums, and from 3D to a lot of handmade textures, animation, but basically his way of doing is very experimental and very intuitive. So this one is going, I think it's going to be a very playful subject, and you can explore the pure graphic design scene and think about doing things for music or for art, posters for artists, or do your favorite merchandising. I don't know. I think it's going to be super fun. You'll see. And then you're going to work with Celine and Carmen. They're going to be two professors, and they are typographers, and they have a huge background in education also. Also very experimental. They're going to touch a bit of the traditional typography, but I think because we want to explore the possibilities of type and how to build and how to work with concepts, and also as an art director, what the best type to choose for this, what the best type to choose for that. So it's going to be intense subject also. So this is, for example, one of the things that I say that it's good as a student to have a bit of a background in typography also, because this is not going to be like the level 0 where you don't know anything. So you have to have a bit of base and understand how typeface works. And next, we're going to have illustration. It's given by Clemens. Don't be scared if you're not an illustrator, of course, but this is also thinking about concepts for illustration. And if you are an art director, how to choose an illustrator to work in your campaign. But also, if you are a graphic designer, how can you implement your own illustrations in graphic design projects? So this is going to be also a really fun subject. For Module 3, it's image making and new media. There are going to be courses. They are set design, photography, motion graphics, and AI and extended realities. For the first one, for set design, the teacher, Nortje de Keizer, she's a set designer and a color addicted. She works in Raw Color, which is a studio. They do mostly interior design, but their main concept and the main idea as a studio is that the color tells a story. How can a brand can be recognized through their color story. So she works as a set designer, but she has a big passion for color and for composition, of course, and textures and materials. And this is art direction in a set design. What do you need to have attention with? How can we formulate new compositions? How can we play with random objects and make it a set for a really nice product? So she's going to make you explore all the possibilities, and yeah, this is really cool too. And then we're going to have Rita Lino. She's a photographer. She has this duality that I really like in creatives, that she works in a commercial field, but she keeps her practice, artistic way of continue her own projects. So aside, she does books, and she initiates her own projects, and she will bring these two sides of photography. So a bit more commercial, also in a way that how an art director can choose the best photographer for the project. How can you explore your own vision? How can you work, if you are not a photographer, how can you use photography in your project? So this is also, I'm not sure if it's going to be very practical, or you can, as a student, you can choose what you feel more comfortable and what you want to explore. And this is Daniela Uribe. She's a teacher for the next subject. It's for motion. And this motion, of course, you're not going to learn how to, she's not going to teach you how to animate. This is not, it's not a software class, of course. But I think students will gain if they will learn a side. But is basically she's going to focus a bit more in how brands move. So there is a specific way of movement within the brand language. She's going to teach that. She's going to show also a bit of other possibilities that is not only the traditional animation, but also stop motion. And she's really good in that. She has a big passion. And she's going to also explore a bit of the basics of animation for understanding and how to conceptualize and how to think about art direction promotion. And this is also like how to choose the best team, how to choose the best artist, and yeah. And for the last course of this model, we have Christy Morgan. She's one of the co-founders of Pitch Studios, and she will teach you how to conceptualize and formalize ideas and create worlds in different worlds. That's not this one. She's not going to teach how to use the softwares, but she's going to help you thinking about the possibilities within this. She has done things in AI, 3D, extended realities, and yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting subject and quite important nowadays, because more and more you see brands and companies and requesting this world. And for the last and not the least is the masterclass and final project. The masterclass will be yet to be decided. We're going to have a studio or an art director, I'm not sure yet, but I'm looking for someone inspiring that will share the ways of doing, to get someone that will give some tips and will give some knowledge about their path. And the final project will be with me. This is something that we have to discuss and work towards the end and see what is the best way to approach. But this is going to be basically chose by you. I will set some rules in the briefing, but this final project is something that you can follow and you can work during 2 months, and you're going to explore everything that you've learned and put it in one place. Something that you might want to come out to the market and show, this is what I am, this is what I do, and that's going to be your selling project, or something that you are passionate about that you discover during the master. Maybe we can even think about collaborate with a real brand or a real client, a real briefing. So this is going to be your big final project. And yeah, this is the master in art direction. It was made with a lot of love and a lot of wishes that the students can really take pleasure, be inspired, and learn a lot from all these professionals. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, Marta. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We hope this session has given you a clear understanding of what the Online Master in Art Direction has to offer. If you have any further questions or need any additional information, please don't hesitate to reach us out. We look forward to seeing you in our program and helping you to take the next step in your creative career. So thank you.